This right here is exactly what I have currently listed on my eBay page. And after a bit of sorting of my old place, my mum and dad place, the lockup, various other vehicles, sheds and barns, I finally accumulated it all to be in one place after 2 years of buying clubs. Yeah, we've got a bit left over. Let me show you exactly what I bought when I was drunk. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon here at my home, garage specifically, and we've done a lot of sorting. This is essentially 2 years of leftovers. All the big stuff, big brands, big ticket items, obviously at the forefront of my priorities. Obviously I need to sell it, turn it over, buy more golf clubs, make more videos, etc, etc. What you're about to witness is everything that I've basically put to the wayside and went, you know what, I'll post that tomorrow, or I'll list that tomorrow, or I'll make a video on that tomorrow. And with all my clubs being in so many different places, this is the first time that they're all in one place. Not only that, I found a golf bag that I bought quite a while ago that was going to be a very interesting video, and I thought, you know what, let's just unwrap it, unbox it now and show you guys what my idea was for that particular item. So let me show you the collection, what we've amassed over 2 years worth of buying and selling clubs, and basically what is the leftovers. Yet there's a lot of clubs here that are still great value, great for your golf game, and I'm going to give you some examples of exactly, if you like the particular 2021 or 2022 driver, rescue or whatever, actually this could probably do just as well for a fraction of the price. If you like this video, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, let's get into it. Right, we have broken it down into wedges, irons. These are all shafts, wood shafts that is. I'll go through all of it in finer detail. You can see the amount of golf bags that I have amassed. Essentially just going and buying a golf set. You see many videos of me going and buying a whole golf set for either 100, 200 pounds, whatever it might be. And then we break it down, sell it, and you know the rest of the story. We've even got an umbrella collection growing as well, when umbrellas are strapped to golf bags. It's really funny what I've picked up over the years. But I want to give you a brief idea of exactly what the garage is going to look like. My new workbench was delivered yesterday, which obviously I've got to put together, and this thing is, well, it's chunky, it's big, it's heavy, and it's going to allow me to have a vise on one end of it, which is fantastic, so I can start doing club repairs, building clubs, potentially different videos. And we're going to obviously build racking down one side of the room, and then we're going to have obviously workbench, tools, whatever it might be on the other side. So potential new video ideas, but obviously gives me a space. I literally can't believe how many golf clubs I've got. It gives me a space to obviously work out from. Obviously we've got utility room in here, so I can do all the cleaning in terms of all the golf clubs, and it's just one area that now I don't really have to affect my family with too much of the mess or noise or well, just general health and safety really. So it's exciting that we're actually at this point, but it's overwhelming how many clubs I didn't realize actually, like even the wedge bag is ridiculous. I can't believe how many wedges we've now got left over, not to mention the amount of shafts, irons, bags and everything else. But this is the very interesting golf bag that I purchased, which was going to be quite a cool video, I'm not going to lie, but I've already clickbaited this good sir's YouTube channel once this year, and I find once a year, mind you we are in 2022, I do find once a year is probably enough. So I thought I'd just unravel it today, and you guys obviously can have a look. And I'm not too sure what we'll go do with this bag. It is a rather unique bag that wouldn't obviously catch many people's minds, but it's probably quite a famous bag now. So starting out with the iron section, I mean a lot of these, to be fair, you've probably already seen in previous videos, and like these Max Flies ones for example, I think I got these basically for like £20, £30 for the entire set including the woods as well, which is an outrageous buy, especially the fact that they do go for like up to £100. They're actually really good soft feeling set of irons. Tailor-made Titleist, as you can see here, CB Forge irons. These are, again, really, when it comes down to blades, as long as the condition's half decent, for example, you're not going to have much difference between those and obviously the newer versions, because there's only so much tech you can put into, well, a forged iron when it's as slim as this. So again, when it comes to obviously the more expensive blades, if you are, and to be honest, I guess if you're looking for the blade route, you're probably quite an experienced golfer anyway, so I probably don't need to tell you that. And you're probably more concerned about, let's say, the custom fitting option, which unfortunately you're going to have to pay for. But there are other blade opportunities out there, and Titleist is obviously one of the ones to look down in the second-hand market, because not really much of it's changed over the years. These nice Cleveland high bore rescue irons, these things are absolute monsters, and don't be ashamed. I'm going to say, for the guys that are getting into the later parts of their golfing career, I'm going to go 50, no not 50, 60 and above, or potentially 50 if you've had surgery or your swing speed's heavily dropped. These things will get the ball airborne, which is the main thing. If you're struggling with height, these things are just going to get it up in the air. You're not going to get control, don't get me wrong. There's still going to be a lot of run out. But if you struggle to hit anything above, let's say an 8 iron or 7, 6, 5, 4 iron, all go the same distance, that is a great little alternative. And to be honest, I don't think any other manufacturer quite makes it like Cleveland in terms of those high bore irons. As you see down the bottom here, again, we've got loads of ping irons. That was basically the leftovers, I think, of that big ping job lot that I got just as we moved in. As you see, these are obviously the Majesty clubs that we bought the other week, which you would have seen the video on. Obviously, we've got these for 60 quid, which, well, mind you, we got these for 60 quid plus 2 other woods, which is an outrageous little purchase as well. Moving on into the wedge section, and we have got a lot of wedges, to say the least. When it comes down to wedges, especially as a beginner, you have to understand all these kinds of wedges here are completely different, potentially apart from the Cleveland at the back here, the CBX. They're all different from your main set. So my biggest advice, if you haven't watched the channel for a while, is that if you've got a pitching wedge of, let's say, I don't know, AP2s, or let's say M2 TaylorMade irons, please get a really low lofted wedge to then match that, because the gap's going to be huge, and gapping is the most important thing. Forget the bounce, forget everything else, the gap is the important thing. So by all means, I had 2 47-degree wedges in the bag. I had one with my AP2s, which would have been like, I don't know, 46 degrees, and then I had a 48-degree or 47-degree that I bent it to with a Vokey, and the gapping was perfect. The pitching wedge went 130, the 47 went 105, which is a great gap. Before that, I had a 52, like everyone else. They go, oh, pitching wedge, and then you need a 52, and I could only hit the 52 80 at best because I spun it so much. So biggest tip there, go low lofted when you're looking for the gapping. But we've got some lovely little wedges in here. Again, going through the bag, it's just finding something that suits, but there's a crazy amount of value just sitting in all these different places that I really wasn't aware of. You can see the Kirkland wedges in here. I will be obviously selling these. By all means, I'm not telling you to go and buy my stuff. I very much sell a lot of my stuff at full retail on eBay, or just under it. There are loads of deals out there. Obviously, I'll show you the videos of where I find this stuff, whether it's eBay, Facebook, Gumtree. But obviously, with that, it does come with a bit of time and patience as well, which a lot of the guys in the PM group know. So it does take a while to find these deals. But by all means, I'm not saying go and buy the stuff from my eBay page whatsoever. This is a rather interesting club, which I honestly have no idea about. I actually got given this, oh, maybe I paid 20 quid. I think it was in a job lot, and I just bought it for pure intrigue. This is a TaylorMade burner. Let's get into the daylight. As I say, this is an interesting one because it looks like this obviously produced in China. I mean, majority of components are produced in China, even with the big manufacturers. Even TaylorMade is produced in China, but obviously like assembled in California. But this was an interesting one because I didn't know quite what to do or make out of it. I mean, it looks pretty much legit, like no question. And obviously having a TaylorMade burner in the wrapper is pretty much unheard of. I mean, it's got a serial number at the bottom here, so potentially I could ring TaylorMade and find out about it. I mean, it's got literally everything. I mean, and then obviously it's got TaylorMade CH, which obviously makes sense. Obviously TaylorMade China. But yeah, interesting. I've never literally seen one of these, so I presume this is an authentic TaylorMade Chinese version driver, if that makes complete sense. But something obviously a bit unique. Obviously I haven't come to sell it because I wasn't really sure, and I don't really sell anything that I'm not sure on, just because the risk of obviously getting banned from eBay. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do a video on it sometime soon, or maybe just do a bit further research. Obviously I have the long drive driver in the back here, which again will be coming out. I've actually got a new swing training aid, which I'll be showing you soon, doing a video on. So yeah, long drive training, long drive practice. Obviously with events potentially being available next year, it makes sense now to obviously put my body through the rigmarole of training for long drive, which essentially can ruin and destroy your back. Obviously G2 driver, G10 driver, these are great alternatives. Good time of year to buy, I would say, but I've been very intrigued over there. I've been mentioning in the paying group, prices seem to be rising again, almost going back to what they were in midsummer. So I'm not too sure what that is or what's caused it, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, interesting. I'm not going to make any assumptions yet. Obviously we have seen a drop. I would say it's still cheap to obviously buy stuff at the moment, but I don't know how long that's going to last. Obviously we're waiting for the big freeze that we get here in England. Nice little tailor-made rescue. As you can see, all of these are kind of clubs that I've got, and they're like £20, £30, and I just haven't, they've been left to the wayside. It'd be late at night and I'll be like, you know what, I'll do that tomorrow, and then I'll get up, I'll go make another video, I'll go do some other work. And these are all like £20, £30 alternatives that don't necessarily excite a lot of us, but can be a great addition. Like for example, if you struggle with your forearm, putting something that's just higher lofted as a 20, not higher lofted, but just as a higher width, depth club, such as a rescue in the bag, can be a big help, give you that height. For example, like this, if you struggle with those, I don't know, 170 to 180 yard shots with your forearm, potentially just putting something like this in the bag for 20-25 £, obviously plus delivery, I mean, it's worth a go. I mean, it's not gonna it's not gonna impress your mates, but the shot might. But that's what we're here with this channel. It's all about finding stuff that works for your golf game and not necessarily all about that marketing hype. As we go, again, nice little club. As you can see, oh, this was a lovely little club that I picked up the other day. Again, you'll probably see a video, mind you, this probably got out first, so maybe I might not make a video on this now, but look at this little beauty, Mizuno Fly High. Potentially, I think the first one that obviously came out. Obviously we've got loads of Fly Highs now in the market, but an 18-degree Fly High, lovely little shaft and grip on the end of it as well. I got this whole bag of clubs for £50, and this was in there. And for a normal person, you probably look at it and go, oh yeah, it's just another 3-iron or another club, but actually that there is an absolute monster, and in the right hands could go an absolute mile. So nice little addition that I got with that golf bag. Nothing really to write home about with the paying bag, but again, we've got some good little additions in here. This is an interesting one. You guys have probably seen a lot of this on eBay, Amazon, Facebook, wish.com, whatever it might be. The Ray Cook, is it Ray Cook? That's it, Ray Cook Silver Ray. Obviously a bit much of a rip-off of the Spider putter, but it's that balance. It's going to give you that balance of forgiveness. That's just pure physics. It's not going to feel like one, trust me, off the middle of the face. But when you're looking, when you've got 40 odd putts around anyway, and you're 3-putting most greens, and you just need something to help get the ball to the hole, this is probably going to be your friend. So don't really, if you're again starting the game and you're looking for something a bit more forgiving, but you don't want to spend £250, I wouldn't not look past this. It's a good little club to obviously have in the bag and give yourself that bit more forgiveness. It's not quite there, but nor is your putting. Loads of ping clubs. I've sold quite a few of these actually. Again, as we moved into the house, you might have seen a video of me buying essentially an old club fitted ping job lot, and we had tons, I mean tons of G15, G20 ping Rapture. I bought all of them for 120, and I think I've sold I would say about 4 or 5 now, so we've basically made our money back, and now this is just all profit. These aren't going to be quick sales, but at the same time, so I just get a notification and one's gone for £34 or £40 or whatever it might be. And if you're missing a 7-iron graphite with orange dot in your bag and you need to obviously rebuild your set, then obviously this is where you need to that's where you're going to look. You're going to look on eBay. So nice little ping bag dedicated to itself there. Then we just go into the random odd clubs at the bottom here. As you can see, you've got loads of shafts, got some demo clubs down the bottom. This is my idea for the future. I'm not going to sell these, I don't think. The idea is that I have 7 to 10 Callaway XR 7-iron heads, and then 8 different shafts that then can go in it, and you go, Simon, I'm looking for a Callaway, but I don't want to spend £1,000 on a set of golf clubs. what can you do? And I go, well, try these XRs. I've got regular stiff, X stiff, I've got these kind of lies, these different heads. Or you might be, Simon, I want to get some tailor-made clubs. Again, I don't want to spend a fortune, I only want to spend 250. And then we'll go, right, here's a 7-iron. We can go 3 degrees upright or standard, we can go graphite, we can go steel. We put them on the launch monitor and you go, oh perfect, that's the one. And then we go on eBay and see if we can find you that set, or you go away with the numbers and you go and find that set yourself, or potentially I've got it in stock. Who knows? Probably I won't have it in stock. The likelihood I have a perfect set for you in stock, but that's the idea. £50 for the hour session, and you get your numbers and you go away and you go, actually I'll go and buy this, this and this, and you find a perfect set for you, custom fitted. Obviously you don't have to spend £1,000 on a set of irons. Also golf bags. I've got a lot of golf bags, and again these are just going to go on Facebook, I think for £5, £10, £20 depending on what they are, and we've got a lot of them. They used to be the solution for me in terms of storing everything in the cupboards, in the wardrobe, but now we've got the garage space, it makes so much more sense. I'm going to take off all the shelving because it's useful at the moment, but it's not really serving much of a purpose, and we're going to have a proper racking system for all the golf clubs. We'll probably have clubs down the bottom here, for example, maybe golf bags at the top, and then obviously workbench this side with all the tools and everything else going down here. And it's just amazing that I've now got this space. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be able to take over the whole garage. The wife will have to have some spots for her to keep some of her stuff, even though she does own, don't tell her, she does have the rest of the house, which is obviously hers. This is kind of my space, the cold bit of the house. But yeah, enough talking. Let me show you exactly what I bought when I was drunk. Right, here goes nothing. Right, here goes nothing. As I say, I haven't really well, I have no idea what I actually bought for £50 way back when. You still can't recognise actually what it is. I'm not quite sure who got ripped off more. Rick, when he bought his in Scotland for £100, or me buying this bad boy for 50. The idea behind this golf bag was, obviously Rick did his thrift shop video, which I loved. I thought it was a really good video, interesting. Obviously shouted out Stack Golf a lot, which is great. And he spent quite a bit of money. He bought a similar bag. I'm gutted. Now I've got this out, it's not exactly the same. The strap's not exactly the same. From the photos I saw on eBay, it looked quite similar, and also looked in a lot better condition. Like, this thing is very much battered, and at least the one that Rick bought was actually in good condition. Paid £42 for the bag and £8 postage, so I paid £50 for this. I bet the guy couldn't actually believe it that someone actually bought this. That is quite cool though, actually. I didn't know that had a, oh, that's there, obviously had a tournament way back when. But yeah, this is not in good condition, and it's been quite squashed because it's been basically shrink wrapped for about, well, when did my mate get married? September, so it's almost been like 5 months now. But the felting inside's different, and the strap's different, and yeah, it's all a bit worn, sadly. So me buying this for 50, I think I'd probably have preferred 100 quid for the one that he got, as there's some use to it. But I'm not going to make the video anymore, as I said at the start. It's kind of too much time's passed. If I'd got it done within a month of him releasing his video, I thought it'd be quite cool, but it's almost been a year, and the chase isn't necessarily there anymore. But the idea was I was going to build exactly the same bag, try and build it for like £100, message Rick, obviously get his reaction, and then obviously auction off the bag, start at £1, and then the money just go to charity, which I thought would be quite a cool idea. So maybe I might do something similar in the future, maybe build like a Tour Pros bag for next to nothing, or maybe go back a few years like Tiger Woods major winning bag for cheap, and then obviously auction that off, because I like the idea of trying to build a particular bag to a particular spec and model. But that's why I now own a Yonex tour bag that's very old and very grubby. So yeah, not quite sure what I'm going to do with this now, to be perfectly honest, as it's not even that much of a statement piece to be precise. But I mean, the felting's nice. I mean, I guess that's the upside. That's quite good, but apart from that, that's about it. I'm not really selling it. Yeah. So guys, there we have it. Finally got that into some kind of organisation. Obviously we're going to be spending the next couple of days listing all of it. As I say, don't need to go on my eBay page. There's a lot better deals out there, especially this time of year. But it's interesting where the prices are going. There's a bit more demand at the moment, but I think it's because there's not really that much snow in England. Give it another month or so, potentially we might see a drop again. If you like this video, leave it a like, subscribe if you are new. Catch you guys there.
Morning Tom, hope you're doing well.
Good afternoon mate, well done on the lesson, and evening Alan, not a problem at all. And testing the G30s and the afternoon gents, on my way to the lockup. Go pick up the Mura iron.